Okay guys, let's make this beautiful soap together. All right, you love what you see, of course you will. And to shock you, the soap was made without color, and the secret on how I was able to achieve this color was from the bottom part of my oil. Yes, after finishing my oiling keg, I just discovered that, oh, I have the down part and it's quite dark in color. What should I do with it? I decided to make this recipe formula with it, and this is just it, guys. Everything details video is there. And you love the shape that you are seeing here? Yes, that was gotten from our shaper, and we cut the soap using our mini soap cutter. Is lovely, right? Yes, it's beautiful. So if you want to purchase yours, send me a WhatsApp message, okay, through the number on the screen. Let's dive into the video, guys. Okay guys, to start with, you see there I measured my water for caustic, which is 500 ml. All right, and of course I added my caustic soda, which is 180 gram. You can increase yours to 200 gram. Yeah, you can. And in this bowl I pre-measured my sodium sulfate. You see that I'm adding water to it, right? Yes, I measure my sodium sulfate, soda ash, and calcium carbonate in that bowl. Of course I am mixing it using warm water, and the reason why I'm using the warm water is to dissolve my soda ash, because I'm using soda ash light, not dense, and it took time a bit to dissolve. So I'm adding everything to fasten my work here. And the next thing is preparing our oil, just like you see it here. Yeah, this is our oil. Okay, I use 500 ml of tallow and 500 ml of PKO. You can see that the oil is dark. Yes, that's the bottom part from our PKO, and I got some little one from our tallow. Okay, now I added my caustic solution into the oil, and I am mixing it. I'm using my caustic solution while it's still hot. It is not cold, please. I did not leave this for any hours or 2 hours, 10 hours to cool down. I poured it there, dissolve it, leave it for a while to make sure that everything is fully dissolved, then add into the oil and I mix. You can see that I'm showing you guys, so you will see after mixing. This only took some minutes. Just mix it. When your oil and water is combined, cover your soap. Can you see that? You cover it. You can see that the heat is much. The oil itself is warm. The caustic is hot. Okay, we are using heat transfer method, and that is why we need to work on this, because I'm making small batch, so I need to make sure to make use of the possible heat. Okay, I left it for like 5 minutes and then came back, open it, and then mix it together. You can see that we are working with high water content. I am not satisfied, okay, with what I am getting. In total I use 1300 ml of water here. I'm supposed to use 1500 ml anyway, but I use 1300 ml, and because I'll still be adding a sodium silicate to this, okay, and I'll be adding foam booster, so I'm leaving the rest for my foam booster, sorry, and then the rest for the silicate. So I open again and I mix it. I'm using my wicks here. Okay, I'm showing you so that you guys will see under the bowl that we still have some water underneath. Is yet like separation. Okay, all you need to do is mix it, whisk it very well. Then after on, you can cover again and come back, but at this stage I think I am okay. So I'm adding my second solution. Remember, I dissolved the second solution with about 800 ml of water. Then my caustic was dissolved with 500 ml of water. Okay, the list of everything that I use will be in this video. I'll be typing it out on the video so you can screenshot in case you want to make your own. Remember, I did not make use of color. You can as well use this recipe to make a good soap using plain oil. Okay, I'm just using what I have available, and I don't want it to go to waste. Instead of throwing it away or doesn't know what to do with it, now I am adding my sodium silicate. All right, I added the sodium silicate, okay, and then I mix again. Okay, then my foam booster comes in. You see, I am listing the names of every ingredient on the screen. We did not use too much here. All we added as our fillers are soda ash, calcium silicate. That's it, and foam booster. Then caustic soda. So I've added my second solution, added my silicate, added my foam booster, and then the next thing is to whisk. What else? Abi, what do you want me to do, guys? We whisk it again, and after whisking it very well, take your time. I'm using whisk. If you can use toner, you can use anything. One thing about soap making is that you learn to take your time to mix it. As I was mixing it, you can see it was thickening on me. If I'm to add it at that point where it's still fluidy, it's possible I might have separation of water because I'm working with large amount of water. And you can see when I whisk it to this stage, when you are whixing, when it's time for you to pour into mold as a soaper, you should know. Check it, guys. Down this mold, it happens I actually made it for a training. Yeah, I got a one-on-one training section, private training for a betting soap class, which I actually make use of this mold for the person. So is with me anyway. The person bought complete soap cutter and has her own mold, though she has a spare of this smaller mold. Okay, so I just kept the remaining one at home for my own use. But actually this mold was meant for exact 2-liter production. This mold is for exact 2-liter production. Okay, you can see it's overfilled already. It's overfilled because this production is more than 2 liters, 1,300 ml, okay, of our water and 1,000 ml of oil, plus adding our silicate and booster. Yes, you should know that this is beyond 2,000 ml production. This is about 2,500 ml production. So that is why it is filled to the brim. Okay, just add your soap, patch it. If you are using, you can double the ingredients if you want to make a big batch. Okay, I can't find my spatula, so I make use of the knife available on my table. I don't know all these things. Sometimes as a soaper you just be looking for it. Okay, so that was it. And after a while I left it overnight. I made it in the night. Okay, this is the next morning, very early in the morning, around 5 a.m. I've come to unmold the soap and then cut. You can see how beautiful it came out. Yes, I lined this small mold underneath. Okay, I line it underneath. If you want your soap mold to be lined, no problem, but it's just that sometimes you might have difficulty in pulling it out, so I prefer using nylon or nylon. There's a way I tape it and your soap will still come out beautifully neat like this. Okay, so this is it. It's beautiful, it's nice. You can never imagine that this soap, with the texture that I poured into the mold, you'll be wow, how it came out beautiful. Yes, if your recipe is accurate and everything you are doing is intact, that's what you get. So this is just me cutting and then trimming it. Remember, the mold I use is not meant for this cutter. The mold is not meant for this cutter. Please, guys, take note of that. So that is why I have that was the edges. You can see the top layers. You can see that it was so filled to the top. So I'm just trying to shave out, or what should I, trim off the top layers that was overfilled to get the exact size that I need. Okay, so that was exactly what I did, and I'm through cutting the soap. Then from the grooving, you know, remember I groove from the starting point of this video. I groove it. The groove that I groove from it, the shapings that I've shaped from the soap and the top layers, I melt it using the double boiler. You can see the soap that I've used soap shaper on it. Are you seeing it? So the pieces, the little pieces I got, okay, that is what I melted using double boiler. This does not take me more than 3 to 4 minutes to melt it on the double boiler. And then you can see that this same mold, I'm reusing it again for this small batch of melted rebatching soap. Okay, I just adjusted it. I use a carton here, okay, to divide the mold, and then I'm trying to adjust it here so that by the time I will unmold it, it will give me the exact size of soap. So because doing this, I will not have any left over. Remember, the mold I use is not meant for the cutter, so it's possible I have this. Okay, that's why I'm having this. That is why I have to undergo this. And if I have left it, if the measurement was the accurate size of the mold, I will not have any off cut. But it's because it's beyond the mold. Okay, there is extra, that's extra at the top layer. This is it now, you can see that. So that's why I have to remelt it. Then after remelting it, I poured it back into that same mold. I use a carton, okay, to divide my mold, and it will not spill out. That's the truth. So I've unmolded the remaining one, the small one you can see. Then I cut again and I trim it. That was it. I got a very good soap. I don't have, apart from this one that I shape from it, I shape from the side now, I don't have any off cut. Okay, if I'm were to use the mold that is meant for this, the exact size, I'll not have any off cut. Can you see that? Beautiful and lovely. So guys, try your hands on this and give me feedback. I'm waiting for you. Please, when you make this, send to my WhatsApp. Okay, bye.